All right, y'all, so it's actually been a few weeks since I got this video done, so I think y'all are really gonna enjoy it. I got the backup camera finally wired in, all figured out. I got the exhaust all done up. We went ahead and got the fog lights in. I had to call Dioid and get them to send out some different fog lights, so you'll see that in this video. I think y'all are really gonna like it, so make sure you're subscribed and make sure you give us a thumbs up, really helps us out. We're learning quite a bit. So I already have everything wired back up to the front to the deck. So I just have it coming back through here. It's gonna come back through here, connect up to our reverse light. I already double checked, it's the second bulb here. So if I pull back here, I got that red and blue wire right there that goes to the thing. So that's gonna be where our activation wire goes. So if you come over here, it's pretty well plug and play. So you have your camera, snakes back. You have a red plug and a yellow plug. Off of there, this is gonna be our red activation wire that's gonna go over here to the one I just showed you. On whatever car you have, it's just gonna go to the reverse light. Then back here, this is already connected to this other red wire. And then you have your black ground wire. So this wire would just go to some sort of body ground. So that's pretty much how that's gonna go. So here we are on the back of the radio, or the deck. This is the other side of that yellow, or that plug that comes up. You plug it into the back of the harness, it's already there. Then you have this yellow and red wire again. So what I wired up initially was this red wire to the brake light for the signal wire, and then this yellow wire goes over here to the 12 volts. And then you have this one going to the other harness that says rear camera, positive 12 volts. Which is exactly what it says on this little cheap card that they send to you. It's upside down. Basically, like it says, you have your connector to car reverse 12 volts with that red wire, and then that yellow wire comes down to this pigtail. It's saying, looks like you connect both of them. That didn't work. Then you have this other side, which is the back of the deck. You have connect to reverse control wire, and then you have connect to accessories. So anyways, I wired it up like this. I thought that was correct. It's kind of hard to go off of the instructions because they don't really tell you very much. Basically what I figured out is you have to connect all of these guys together and it'll work perfectly fine. You put it in reverse, camera engages, take it out of reverse, you go back to your radio. So I have no idea, but I'm gonna go ahead and crimp this all up and wire it. It works, so it works. All right, y'all, so this is the rear panel. This is who I ordered it from. I believe it's McLean Metalworks. So they designed these panels for first gen 4runners. So this is a pretty thick, it's like a plastic plexiglass with a textured finish. This looks really, really good. I don't have the screws because I don't have the original panel. Did not come with the truck. So I just stole a couple screws real quick and threw it on there just to get a feel for it. But it looks like all the holes are gonna line up pretty well. So that's a really cool product. If any of y'all have a first gen 4runner, you should definitely check them out. How's it going, y'all? So I got a couple more packages in the mail. I thought I'd show you a couple cool little products, just trying to spruce up the truck a little bit. So I figured I'd show you all along. All right, and the other one we got is this climate control panel. As you can see, ours is cracked and completely missing. I literally don't even know what direction is the temperature and the fan, and you can't see anything. So this will really help and just kind of clean up the interior a little bit. So I'm really excited about this. Got this on yodashop.com. They got a lot of little knick-knack interior pieces and whatnot, so you should check them out if you got Toyotas. It just has little stickies on the back, so we'll stick that on there, and that should really clean things up. So I was gonna back it out into the light to show you all around real quick to see some of the stuff that I've been doing, but I got a set of Iridium spark plugs, NGK Iridium spark plugs, so I figured while the engine's cool, and we got the hood open already, go ahead, throw a set of plugs in it real quick. So I'll show you all that. Here's the first plug that was in it. As you can tell, it doesn't look super old by any means, but definitely a little bit rusted. Got some buildup on there. It's like, and like I said, we're just going with the regular iridiums. We don't need the crazy platinums and all that fancy tip stuff. See how those new plugs work. Test out that backup camera. All right, y'all. So I'd say that's a pretty good transformation so far. Do a quick walk around. Got the new head unit all up. Amp up underneath the seat. Try to clean that up just a little bit more. Come around back. Got the new speakers on the bar. And it's gonna turn out really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to start getting the exhaust all mocked up. I don't think I'm gonna do the full exhaust right now, just because I don't quite have the right equipment. I do have a welder and a few things, but I think I'm just gonna work on clamping up the muffler for now, just to make it a little quieter, and then we'll see kind of how far that gets us. So this is a kit that we got, I believe, carparts.com. So you can see it's supposed to be the full exhaust, the straight pipe down under here. You can see it's got the O2 port and boned already welded in. Like I said, I think we're gonna keep the cat, so we probably won't end up using that straight piece, but we'll kind of see how it goes. For now, I'm going to be showing you, we're going to try to use this curved piece and the muffler to try to get that bolted up, and we'll kind of see how the tip and stuff ends up going through. We're probably going to end up having to cut this up into a few pieces and make it kind of custom. So like I said, we're just going to work on getting the muffler on there. So this is what I'm kind of thinking about doing. This is going to be flipped around. It's basically going to come up under here. You can see where that little S is. I'll probably have to trim the end just a little bit, and then we'll have our hangers over there. So it should fit up pretty well like stock. So we're trying to see how that goes. So I get it, using a reciprocating saw is probably not the most efficient or the straightest, safest way of doing this. I don't have a chop saw. I ended up doing it this way just because I'm only clamping this together, so they're just fitting inside of each other. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, I'm just trying to get it fitted up for now. I'm taking this a little bit further than I initially planned, but I'm gonna show you. I think it's actually turning out pretty clean. So this is how it's shaping up. I ended up using that straight piece that's supposed to be for the cat delete. It actually comes with a bung delete on it. So I'll just plug this hole since I already have my O2 sensor up there. I'll plug this. I just cut this right here. Like I said, it's just fitting over each other. It's very snug. I don't need it to be a perfectly, straight line. This is gonna curve up. There we have our muffler. It fits into the factory hangers. And then we can still bolt on our tip on the end. All right, y'all, so here we are. Bolts up perfectly, still using a factory hanger. There's the one cut that we made. We got the bung and the flange on there. We're using one clamp here and one clamp up here. No welding needed to be done. We're very, very sturdy on here. All right, here's one other angle. I just cut up this piece right here. Since there's no way with the stock or to run a stock exhaust with this lift on here, as you can see, it's gonna run into it. So I just cut it up right there. Full exhaust. Welds are not perfect. I've not welded in a long time. But hey, it's an exhaust. Well, there we are. Doesn't sound too bad. See if we can sneak up on some deer now. So I'm currently working on the fog lights for the front. This is the company that I went with. I talked about these in the last video. So I went with a pod light since I'm gonna have to use the bracketry that comes with it. I did go with an amber light because we're gonna be getting snow. I plan on driving this in snow. We get a lot of fog around here with the humidity. So this kind of shows you how that bracket's gonna work. It comes with this wiring harness and a switch. I probably will utilize the wiring harness, and then I plan on wiring it up to my switch panel like we talked about. It also comes with these plugs, super easy in the back. We're just going to be using the red wire and the black wire to ground. So this is how I'm currently mocking it up. You can see you got your bracket on there. Then we'll obviously have to wire it up. And then we get adjustability up and down. And then we can also kind of go side to side. It gives you this single bolt in the back. And I'm utilizing a stock hole right here, so then I don't have to measure, drill, or cut anything. And I should be able to get pretty good range with where it's at. All right, y'all, so we're working on the switch panel right now. I wired it up under the console. It's coming around here to our fuse block. We're using one of these little fuse adapters. Get them off of Amazon for real cheap. It's got a wire coming out of it, and then it's got a fuse connector, so it'll connect into our fuses. I have it connected up just to an empty fuse, and then we have those 2 extra fuses we can plug into it to run our switch panel. So it's gonna come across, and it's gonna go over here. We got her wired over here to our accessory. So now when we turn the key, we're all hooked up. Tells us our voltage. And we got 4 switches. And there the fog lights are. I think they look really good. We'll have to play with them at nighttime, get a better view. I wired it just following the headlight route. Then I threw some wire loom going back. So it looks pretty good. And here we are with our switches again. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna try to upload a video of these driving at night so you can actually see the quality of them. So I actually made a mistake when ordering these, and I ordered them with the driving lights, which are like kind of a supplementary straight beam for your headlights. And those are not gonna work for my application. I was wanting more of a fog light. I really like them because it really supplements the ditches and gives you a much more broad lens. It doesn't shoot as far, but it gives you a wide range. So I messed up when ordering those. So I called them up, Diode Dynamics, like I said. I'll show you the box again. And they were super helpful, customer service. They're on their way shipping new lenses for me that I can just swap out these lenses and mail it back to them. Their customer service is great, so definitely check them out. Y'all, so that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank y'all for watching. If y'all have any questions about my blue Ford, feel free to put it in the comments, ask any questions you want. If you have any more questions about the work we got done, whether it's the exhaust, getting those fog lights in, the switch panel, if you have any more questions about it, I'll try to put everything in the comments and the description, but feel free to reach out and I'll try to answer any of your questions. Look forward to more videos coming up. Be working more on getting that front bumper done up, a little bit of fabrication work, so there's gonna be some good, exciting content coming out, y'all. Make sure you're subscribed, baby.